Shame. MC2M says, I love this event. Damn you, game, ruining our fun. We'll get to retrace our steps. I already see how that event works, though. Whichever ending to Hubie's little prophecies you choose to recite, you'll get a different consequence. I'll be honest with you, I absolutely hate the way the Mask of Holy Fortunes looks on knockoff Stallone over there, but it's so good. It's such a good piece of gear. It's so good. MC2M says the prophecy is coming to pass. Yeah, so maybe... as much as I don't mind fighting the corrupted, we don't really have the best weapons in the world for that.
Do not mistake immaturity for innocence. I'm sure he is far from either.
Yeah, go ahead and take one bit of food. That's not a huge pain. Let's say when brother turns on brother. A rustling from the forest. And it's the Empire. Alright. They're probably going to be easier to take with twin daggers than the corrupted would be. They have slightly less health. I do hope we get to see a bit more of the Goblin unit tree as we get a bit deeper into this chapter, though, because I really, really like what units of theirs we have seen. Well, I shouldn't say the Goblins, it's technically the Mischief tree, as it includes gnomes as well. Every time with that little unblockable combo the captains dish out, I take it every time. The generals, oddly enough, don't give me trouble in the same sense. Ooh. See? Like so. MC2M says, yes, we do get to see all of the mischief in this challenge. Excellent. I adore the little guys, and I can't wait to see the demons in our final challenge. Well, not demons, technically, the shadows. The adorable little vampire bat fellas. Or should I say bat vampire fellas? Ouch. Okay, turns out neither of these factions are a great pick for the Goblin Griefers, but we are making it. At least we're taking care of business when it comes to, like, challenge objectives. Little Hubie calmly continues his recital, his face splattered in blood. Pack your children and run, when a mage encases himself in snow. You spit out the words wildly, shoulders sagging under the weight of the prophecy. MC2M says, note, for the Servant of the Beast, the challenge and the companion quest are both parts of the full story. I would assume as much, seeing as how they're holding off on giving us that companion until we complete the Servant challenge. A chill wind sends a shiver up your spine, and on the final day, a cat most tall will bring the worm to eat us all. Hubie finishes with a high-pitched shriek, then grins as if nothing had happened. A long silence stretches between you, and you feel the weight lift from your shoulders.
Well done. Not every quest needs to be for life and death, for the ends of the worlds and the domination of realms.
Hubie taps your knee with a gnarled finger and smiles up at you unnervingly. I worked out where my horn is. An ogre ate it. The young goblin scratches a crude depiction of an ogre in the dusty ground. I need to kill lots of ogres with a special explosion bomb, so my horn stays intact when we search their insides. Okay. Whatever you say, little guy. The deep water. It's the skeletons again. Alright. Alright, we'll do this encounter, and then really quickly after that we'll need to take a brief break so I can go have a snack. Glucose monitor's telling me we probably need one, so... That'll just be a very brief little break, though, no worries. It's weird that they didn't expand the Skulls unit roster just a little more, because I really like the conceit of them being these weak but numerous enemies that use all the different equipment types you could normally see enemies with. Oh, a blessing. Humble spirit. And a ton of food. Okay. The Crimson Hill. Bones crunch underfoot. Ancient swords from kingdoms long forgotten flank the path like wedding guard. The stones here are stained a deep red. At the top of the short climb is a small opening in the cliff. We'll turn back, and we'll be right back after a quick 5-minute break. Don't go anywhere, y'all.
I turn my errors around in my mind, time on time. I know where I failed, and where you must not.
Alright. We are back. Sorry about the brief break. So we've got all of 4 riddles left to acquire, and we're already nearly a third of the way through. Welcome back, thank you very much. We've nearly explored 1 full map and learned most of the basic mechanics, I think. I'm sure we get something incredible from the goat if we actually manage to hit that dice roll, but we ain't gonna right now. Instead, we're going to head on up over here and clear these cards out if we can.
This one
The Feast of Callus.
I am not yet ready to confront the usurper.
The town of Witchburn celebrates the Feast of Callus in honor of the great adventurer who rid their town of rat men a century ago. Children dressed as goblins dance around the bonfire. Even the local lord has made an appearance dressed as the great adventurer Callus himself. It's weird that this would still be celebrated at this point. You arrive just in time for the jousting tournament. Adelard the Pale, a pompous knight with a reputation for debauchery, is calling for a worthy opponent. You sign up to put him in his place. The hostess is impressed by your gear. That should deflect some damage. I'll be putting my money on you. Go give Adelard a good jab, she says with a wink. Once you've saddled up, you and Adelard the Pale bring your horses to a gallop and get ready to strike. Oh dear. Oh no.
The pendulum is ever changing, and the challenges that
we get it though.
Change too.
Your lance strikes him square in the chest. His foot gets caught in the stirrups as he falls. Sorry about that, that's just my blood glucose monitoring implant telling me I need to have the snack I just had about 5 minutes ago. The townsfolk cheer as the horse drags him out of the arena. MC2M says you are in a point in time where Callus has not been defeated yet. Alright. You've won the joust. And received the token, and hopefully some gold. Flowers and gold are pressed into your hands for your incredible victory over Sir Adelard the Pale. What an exciting end to this Feast of Callus Day, the Lord proclaims. Good. Very good. Could have used a little more than that, but hey. Try to avoid tangling with Iga, the goddess of war. She's here somewhere, buried beneath the earth, the ghost pirate advises.
These cards are not.
Oh, speaking of, more goblins.
If you cannot learn to avoid them, you will surely perish.
Just a fair warning, that little alarm may sound again periodically until my blood sugar normalizes itself, which it should do soon. Okay, so I have learned even blocking can still leave you vulnerable to the goblins' dive attacks. Ouch. Okay, yeah, these guys are a lot of fun to fight, but damn, they're tricky. Appropriately so. I do wish we got something for these encounters, but it's always fun to get a bit more practice in with the goblins. Well, we get a little bit of fame. Alright, let's pay for one more riddle. A pirate seeks shelter under wide branches. Okay. Well, that's very nice. Anything we can sell? Or buy. Ring of food, which we don't need. Nope, we need all this. Time to head on up the hill. Begin the climb. You begin your trek up the bloody hill. With little warning, your legs give out beneath you and the world begins to spin.
What left
Here we go again.
So desolate? How many times have mortals attempted a crossing here?
You wake to find yourself
Mysteries lost to the sands of time.
at the stone bridge, near the ancient inn at the beginning of your adventure. Hubie clambers out of a pile of rocks. He surveys the surroundings before jogging to your side with a wide grin. Can we go again? You hold the etched map pebble up to your eyes. The markings have changed. You head into the wastes once again. So, time to review them riddles. There's Holly again. Don't need him. Deep water, here we go. Great chance to make some money. Do we have any other weapons, or decent weapons? Nope. Now, I assume that since we freed all of Holly's crew, once we get all of the riddles, we should have everything we need to earn the gold token. Oof. MC2M says, oh, sorry about that, guys. Holly's crew is really everything you need. Good to know. I'm gonna do something about that alarm after that encounter. Give me a minute. Alright, let me take care of that real quick. Be right back.
Was I too bold? Too egotistic? Certainly. Yet I would never have wrestled the secrets of the elements from the Lords of Beyond were I not.
Alright, that ought to do it. Now let's carry on. I am really enjoying this chapter. Oop, new equipment. Huh. That's kind of handy. Yeah, we'll go with this. And life. Alright. More gold from the War Goddess. Excellent. This should allow us to pray for one more riddle. Find mercy 3 steps from the bridge. Okay. What all else do we... Beware the intersect of tree and tower, okay. We're the step east of the bridge. Find treasure between Twin Oaks. Haven't found the treasure yet, then. South of the chest, fire and brimstone awaits. Find the goat between the towers. Stay away to the west of the path west of the goat. Okay.
These cards are not brimstone.
The sorrow again.
If you cannot learn to avoid them, you will surely perish.
So it seems like the goblins, at least so far, play a pretty peripheral role in the overall plot line of the challenge. But we're going to be fighting a ton of them, which is fine by me. We want to get rid of the goblin footmen first, I think. Oh no, 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 no. Goblins are a little tricky to deal with, partly because they move around so much. Ow! Every time with the damn Morning Star. Yeah, that's part of it. They have way more attacks than your average foot soldiers. They can drink and whip out the Morning Star, they can attack you normally, they can dive. Pretty versatile little guys. MC2M says, and they're fast. Oh yeah, absolutely.
These cards
Let's try this. The Sorrow again.
If you cannot
okay.
them, you will surely.
At least we're getting plenty of fame from this. If I ever replay this chapter, I might want to run through with a fame deck. Oh no. No, 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 no. Ow! Just barely got it out in time. And any of them can drink. Okay, it's not just the standard footman. But damn, they can wear me down with the Morning Star hits alone at this rate. There we go. Listening for the unstoppering sound of the bottle is important. No, I know. I know that the issue is their AI is actually pretty well designed because they will attempt to space themselves out, gain a ton of distance between yourself and them, and then begin drinking. The world-ending worm again. Okay. You. I'm not feeling great about my chances, but we'll give it a go. We got it! We got the goat. The goat darts its eyes about wildly. Suddenly it rears back on its hind legs and kicks you square in the chest with its front hooves. As you sprawl back, stunned, you feel a great weight lift from your soul. Ah, lovely. we've been blessed with additional resources by the goat. Thank you, noble creature. Oh, the wrath again. Yay. Here? Oh, huge failure. No. Bunch of pain. Bunch of pain. And Hellfire, now consuming... Oh yeah, that's right, everything west of the goat, but... But it also told me to beware the intersection of the trees and the towers, which would also be a Wrath card. And at least one of these has to be treasure. Like so. Good. Good. Give me some gold now, come on. Okay, I'll take it, we can sell this. Oh, not selling that. And we get more equipment that we definitely are selling. Oh no, we didn't want to equip that, my bad. Now if we go to camp... And we'll wait until the start of the next map, and then sell the Wanderer's Bounty, I think. The Wrath again, that's fine. There we go. The Fallen Treasure. Very good, we can sell that. MC2M says south of valuables is bad. Oh, I know, this... It's a bit like playing Minesweeper, isn't it? Or like the treasure hunt from hell. We'll sell the Ring of Food, don't really need it here. Alrighty. A pirate waits north of the bridge. Well, we already found that one. MC2M says Minesweeper with a lot of rules. Yeah. I really like this mechanic, though. Alright. What do we have? Where the intersect a tree and tower, we ain't touching that one. Walk the bloodied hill, just need to find it once again. But where the step east of the bridge. Find treasure between the oaks, we've done that. South of the chest is bad. Find the goat between the towers, already done that. 1 minute, hold on, my phone's going off. I'm so sorry for all these breaks, guys, but... Okie dokie. Now we should be all set. Again. Alright, so we're gonna break camp. So I can check one thing real quick. Oh, it's the Feast of Callus again. Okay, I guess we're going for it once more. Ooh, and we fail. Yikes.
Even when things appear impossible, they can be mastered. Keep practicing.
And we take a pain card. Wanted to see if there would be another mercy card here, because they did say 3 steps away from the bridge, but I guess they mean 3 steps total, not 3 steps in a single direction. Alright, now let's set about looking for this set of stairs.
These cards are not brimstone.
Goblins again.
If you can learn to avoid them.
No, this time it's thieves and northerners. Okay. All brimstone variants. Oh, poor Hubie, he's just getting decimated. Ouch! Dang it! Really starting to miss the... Ah! Starting to miss the peeler here. Yeah, this is kind of the problem, or one of my problems, with the way light weapons are treated in this game. Even against the enemies they're technically effective against, they don't deal a ton of damage, and against the ones they're supposed to be ineffective against, they do practically nothing. Whereas a heavy weapon, for instance, will still do a whole hell of a lot of damage to thieves and goblins, and they won't dodge it, to be honest, all that often. Forgotten Dreams. We'll do the Winding Trail. Oh no. There it is. Holly again. No thank you.
You cannot seem to restrain yourself from playing the hero.
Oh, raider prevention. Okay. Probably won't be able to get this with our weapon, but we'll give it a try anyway. We won't get them, but we will make a pretty solid dent, so we can feel good about ourselves at least. Oof. Gotta get him. Well, of course, the rusted sword wasn't gonna see us through that, but at least we didn't run into the war goddess again. Good, good. The dark alleys, berserkers and thieves, or the golden shield. We're definitely going for the golden shield. Hey, it's our old buddies, the thieves and the undead, back together again. This is about as ideal a force composition as you could get if you're using the twin daggers. There we go. Looks like Hubie attacks with bombs once in a great while. Oh no, that's the mask of Holy Fortunes, maybe, causing the undead to drain their enemy's life force? That's what it is. Ouch. If anything, I've gotten worse at this game's combat over time, I find. Either that, or I'm just trash with twin daggers. We got him, though, and we got the shield that'll allow us to afford the last riddle. There we go. Good old Gambler's Jewel coming through for us again. And we recover a fair amount of food. Good. Good. Oh wait, no, we've got to sell the shield first. Silly me. And there we go. "3 steps from the holy man waits the bloody hill." Could be here, could be here. I think it's here. Yep. Let's head on up.
How many
Round
have
3.
reached the gates of power before you, do you think? Yet still they stand. Where have all those other wanderers gone? Where, indeed, will you go when all of this is done?
You find yourself at the stone bridge once again. And the markings have changed once again. Alright. Holly, yeah, go ahead and show us some stuff this time. Help us out. So we know where the valuables are almost immediately. Good. We'll go for it. Oh, it's the Wrath again. Joy. Oy! Huge failure. Take a lot of pain. A lot of pain this time. And Hellfire replaces something. But we get the valuables, and that's what really matters here. Bunch of that life back. All that life back and then some. Wow. Yeah, I'll take it. Let's go to the dark alleys once again. Just thieves, that's great. Or Callous Ring. MC2M says, go pet that goat. Well, tell me this, am I going to need a ton of gold, or do we just want, like, additional goodies from the goat? I'm going to go ahead and take on the thieves. That these daggers are ostensibly the best choice for. Oh, that's right, the goat is a blessing. Just any blessing, I suppose. Let's get him. Hubie's a pretty useful little distraction, I have to say. I imagine he'd also work very, very well in conjunction with a heavy weapon build. Just allowing you to get in so many free shots. Man, they are really firing off those diving attacks in this battle, aren't they? The daggers can completely stun-lock the anarchists, so that's something. Alright, what do we have? Food? We'll take it. MC2M says, I want to say do Servant of the Beast once you're done with Hubie and Katora so you can do the full thing without thinking of the rest. Do I need them for that campaign? Because I am thinking of, well, my current thought is, after tonight's stream, we'll switch Hand of Fate to, like, cleaning up the rest of the tokens and shards and all that to weekend streams, and I'll start playing a different game during weekdays for the time being. So we're still going to see all the content. It'll just take a little while. Oh yeah, no, I definitely want to see all of their stories, which we will. Probably, like I said, probably Saturday, I think. We'll do another, like, companion grind stream. There we go. What are we selling? Pious robes? Nah. That's the worm again. The Mercy. Good. Very good. Goblin Town. Hubie lines up behind you with his raggedy coin bag ready. I'm going to invest in broiled scrod. Okay. Good. Very good. And we actually don't need to risk it. We're good to go. The Crimson Hill. MC2M says, don't forget a lone pirate sleeps under an oaken tree. Okay, we'll try to find that encounter.
Gods are not brimstone without reason. If you cannot learn
this is not what we wanted, but they're all archers. We can take them out pretty easily. Lord, there's a lot of you. There we go. Oh no. Alright, I think we may be starting to get the way these little guys work down. MC2M says, generally going for the pirate reveals the map fast, useful when trying to find the exit. Alright, well, we'll go uncover him anyway and see if there's anything more we can do. I doubt it, but... you know, no big deal either way. Yep, there he is. Anything here we definitely want or need? Nope. You resume your ascent. You climb to the very top and squeeze through the cliff opening. The gateway.
You stand now at the gateway that leads beyond, and at the beginning of a true understanding of the source of it all.
The scene before you is like something from the elaborate stage plays of the Empire's palace. A vast stone arena circled by crumbling pillars will begin the ritual. You step to the center of the stone arena. Just as the old books had instructed, you draw your dagger and let your ruby-red blood drip onto the ground. In response, runic symbols materialize on the surface of the crumbling columns. They glow a brilliant blue. At the far end of the arena, in an archway formed from two gleaming pillars, a shimmering portal flickers to life. The gateway. Hubie stops running his fingers through your spilled blood and stares, mouth agape, at the shimmering gateway. The ghost pirate Holly steps from the shadows, interposing himself between you and the portal. You found it. You really found it. The boy captain grins. Many would kill to take your place here, myself included. He draws a spectral cutlass, holding the blade up to the light. But I don't have to do that now that my beloved has returned to me. At last, I can let go. He sheaths the blade. One by one, Holly's crew members emerge from the aether, taking up position behind him. The girl with the heartbreaking smile clasps the captain's hand, squeezing it tight. Holly holds out a heavy trinket. I've stole this from the dragon priest himself. It's gotten me out of more scrapes than I can count. Treat it well. Treat your companions well. Here, at the end of everything, they're all you got.
Truly, the strongest of forces.
Oh, nice.
Understand it. More you
A buff bomb. That'll be really good to synergize with Hubie, I think. Holly bows deeply, then embraces his crew as they fade into nothingness. You hear heavy footsteps behind you. You turn to confront a monstrous, bloated goblin. The mournful wastes have taken a toll on his already fractured mind. He's clearly mad and overwhelmed by hate. A wooden crown rests on his leathery brow. When he sees the glowing portal, he screams incoherently. Armed goblins scramble from the rocks to join him. MC2M says, lag bomb, yay! Oh, it'd be perfect with Hubie or with Kolbjorn in his charge. MC2M says, I used it in the world and caused the game to freeze for like 5 seconds. Oh, yeah, because all your companions are present at once. So we finally get to meet, I guess, the local Goblin King. The Prince. He has survived the waste through guile and cunning, but it has been centuries since the last gateway, and he's feeling restless. Goblin chiefs avoid physical confrontation, preferring instead to release captured gnomes to do their bidding. So, he's like a gnome spawner, basically. Okay. My training has all led up to this. So many gnomes kicked, all leading up to this confrontation. Well, there goes all the prince's backup. Whew. Yeah, you, ain't exactly the most impressive, are you? I love his design, though. It's like a goblin version. It's like a goblin variant of an ogre. And the final blow of this DLC will be as it should: a kick to a puny little gnome head. Brilliant. MC2M says, be sure to kick 5 gnomes. There's an achievement for kicking 5 gnomes from 10 goblins. I'm sure I got at least 5 of them. The last goblin falls and the glowing blue symbols shine ever brighter. You clamber wordlessly toward the flickering portal. Fractured memories filter through your mind. Warm meat, a great loss. Sheltering beneath the trees, cool rain patters down. The report of a pistol. You feel a tug on your sleeve. Hubie looks at you imploringly. Do not go! It's dangerous. You free yourself from the little goblin's grasp and step through the gateway. The afternoon sun obscures your vision. The rabid cheering. There can be no mistake where you are. Backlit by the sun, the silhouette of Estrella waves to the crowd, the newly crowned empress. In moments, the riot will begin, stirred by the dust of the collapsing kingdom. The pistol shots are completely concealed in the cheers of the coronation's crowd, the first bullet slicing through her shoulder, the next 3 find her heart. You won't let it happen again. Time slows. You shove past the line of dignitaries and tackle Estrella to the ground. You open your eyes to see Estrella staunching a wound in your shoulder. You feel no pain, only relief. What is this? You follow her line of sight to the glowing gateway, hanging conspicuously in the air. What is going on? We'll say that we're glad. She gives you a puzzled look. With a great rush of air, the gateway crumbles and fades beyond you. It's then when you realize that your hands are no longer spotted and lined with age. Your tattered, time-dulled armor is gone. You're clad in the ceremonial garb you had worn a century ago, at this coronation. Shaken, you set to your feet.
Change things if you can, or if you must.
This is a second chance. This time, you'll do it right. Wow. Mournful Waste trophy unlocked. Had no idea that took place. Oh, and the Through the Portal trophy. Had no idea that this took place that far after the events of the main campaign. So really, it's like a true epilogue.
There's a reckoning, and that reckoning changes you.
For reaching the fabled gateway, we've unlocked the portal creature, goblin trader, and the warring kingdoms, as well as Kingmaker and the intriguing sword, which appears to be a goblin sword. For allowing Estrella a second chance, we've unlocked Holly's ward, along with the Silverman and Holly, along with his full crew. For listening to Hubie's prophecy, we've unlocked the special marked version of his card, and for defeating Sir Adelard the Pale in a jousting match, the next round of Feast of Callus. Alright. That was a pretty solid little DLC. I wish the Goblins had a couple more units in their roster, but I enjoyed what we did get to face. So, that was the Map Maker. Let's carry on now to the Servant DLC. The Servant and the Beast.
The tale is ultimately a tale of blood, is it not? Let us find the roots of this one.
In your long journey, you befriended many strange characters, but none so strange as Lord Velas of House Lashar. The stranger's bargain is unorthodox but simple. Ensure you have life enough for 2. We'll need plenty of food. And, just anything that'll give us plenty of finishers will be preferred. So we'll take the extra max life, we'll take the extra food, and my mace. Well, do we want the mace? Or, yeah. And maybe instead of the max life, we want healing spirits? Yeah, let's do that. Equipment. We can have a single platinum card. Arcane Edge has a special knockdown property, so we'll take that.
I guess that card.
Exquisite Blade.
I don't see the appeal.
MC2M says as a backup, the healing spirits, I suppose? Yeah, definitely. What else do we want? I guess we'll take Lionheart as our platinum equipment. Imperial armor. Oh, Assassin's Blades as a backup. Okay. There they are. I'll go ahead and throw the Kingmaker in because it has a Caduceus on it, which makes me think something associated with health. Spurious logic, I know, but we'll take what we can get. Mask of Holy Fortunes, and now our rings. Gambler's Jewel. Ring of Concentration. And I'll probably take let's try the Chef's Charm. Okay. And it goes. Finally, our encounters. I'm thinking we get a single platinum card. Okay. We'll throw the healer in there. Warring Kingdoms, just to see what it does. I'm actually not gonna say the Shrine. I'm thinking for this one... Death's Garden or St. Tala? We'll do Death's Garden. We haven't used it more than once. Dark Alleys and Deep Water are always great. Ditto for Fallen Treasure and Forgotten Dreams. Gambling Hansel. All of my go-tos real quick. Street Fighter's pretty solid. Should have enough for Temple Prayers, and let's give us one more brand new one. I'm thinking, the second Feast of Callus, why not? Alright, let's give it our all.
You know how little I approve of the ways the world has changed since my defeat. Let us dig into the darkness and see if any of the old ways remain. When strength is lost, negotiation remains. Yet will you deal in life itself? The usurper once did, but at least he was rewarded for his sacrifice.
The dungeon. The prison door shuts behind you with a clang. Another day fighting in the pit, followed by another night in a dirty cell. You wonder how long you'll be here. You wonder how long you will survive. As you pick yourself up from the dirt, something stirs in the shadows. It slinks forward, eyes glowing yellow in the darkness. You glimpse long limbs and cold, gray skin as a talon reaches towards you. You scuttle back until the stone wall stops your retreat. A refined voice rings out. "Oh dear. It appears we've both made an error in underestimating the goblins. And here I stand, dressed in rags and barely fit for company." The voice seems out of place, coming from such a fearsome visage, but sure enough, the rags draping the creature were once noble garments. "Take a moment to steady yourself. You have work to do, but I understand it'll take you a moment to ready yourself. I want what you want, obviously. We need to escape, and there's only one way that's going to happen. Blood. Yours first, theirs second." Oh, and notice the little, banner wrapped around the upper right corner of his cart is actually exuding like a thin shroud of darkness. That's a really nice little detail they integrated. Blood? The creature pushes a wooden bowl filled with gruel in your direction. "In my fullness, I would leave here in an instant, but this is all they've fed me. It lacks any life, any strength, any power. Now you are here, beaten, but still vital. Together we can gain our freedom." He eyes you hungrily. "We'll accept the deal." The stranger is upon you almost before the words are out of your mouth, teeth sinking into your flesh as his arms envelop you, keeping you still. A breathless moment passes, and then another. Too much. You struggle, and you can feel the creature becoming stronger as each moment passes. With limbs like iron, he releases you, gasping. There is a wild look in his eyes as he rises to his full height, incandescent in the gloom. He grins at you, toothily. "The pact is sealed. You should know. We of the least never break agreements once made." You hear the goblin guards approaching the prison door. With a flourish, the creature tosses his cloak to the floor, where it falls into a pool of liquid midnight. The shadows churn, filling the room with darkness, drawing in the light and leaving utter blackness in their wake. The goblin chatter, that is so cool, slows to a slur and deepens. You hear the key grate against the chamber of the lock, turning with a snap. The door creaks open, slow as a spoon through honey. The beast turns to you. "Do not dally," he insists. "Embrace the twilight." Then you are moving, like a shadow reaching out as the sun sets over the horizon. Out of the cell, past the guards, through the caverns, and on toward the light.
In the light, you are once more at risk.
There you are met with the sweet scent of fresh air and the warmth of the setting sun, and as quickly as it had begun, the oblivion of shadow and darkness is gone.
A moment to take a breath, perhaps, and to learn of the strange company you keep.
That is how you set the scene for a DLC in this type of game. Incredibly atmospheric, lots of really great, vivid writing. Already I'm way more invested in this than I was in the perfectly solid Mapmaker challenge. As the last warm rays of sunlight sink below the tree line, you take a moment to rejoice. After weeks of fighting in the pit, you are finally free. Eager to part ways with your bloodthirsty acquaintance, you wait for the right moment to take your leave. Well, talk to the stranger. You nervously thank the stranger for his assistance in your escape and wish him good fortune on his journey. Done? We are not close to done. I said I would free you from those goblins, and they'll pursue you till the ends of this earth. You said you would heal my hunger, and I'm not close to sated. Do not err. From here our paths are bound together till death or completion. So we have to offer him life. Yeah, go ahead and take some. I don't care.
Your own life slips away.
Know this. I seek counsel with my uncle. I must inform him of my brother's treachery. He points to the night sky. A slender crescent moon could be made out between the trees. The blood moon. We must reach him before the blood moon. But he is far, far from this place. We can only reach him through the lease, and I need power for that. Ask why he needs to be there by the blood moon. He gives you a withering look. Oh, good. Should I give him any more life now, or are we good? I mean, obviously, we're going to have to find ways through events to, like, offer him an insane amount of life. I think we're good. MC2M says, that's up to you? Alright. Do not disappoint me, he says, turning his back to you with a flick of his cloak.
Caution, care, and tact will keep you safe. Your lack thereof has got you into trouble.
Okay. So we enter the Shadow Realm.
Your companion has ways of avoiding even those who follow. But at what cost?
Velas nods. I cannot keep us both in the lease for long. You slip through the veil into cold oblivion. The colors of the forest become muted and your vision swims. You cannot be sure if you're in a dream or not. Okay, so we skip the next encounter. And I guess we'll go here because we want to discover as much of the map as we can. Really now?
Or are you simply clumsy?
And we've been ambushed. Great. So clearly this particular map has some very, very strange mechanics associated with it. Nice and easy. I hope I didn't just screw myself out of the opportunity to get Velas some more life. Oh great. Yeah, no, take more life. Okay, and they're heading the other way, hopefully.
He's a hunter in truth.
Forage for food. You pause a moment on the trail to consider the surrounding forest. Game seems plentiful. You've noticed a few mushrooms and can hear a stream not far off. Now would be a good time to inspect our supplies. We'll hunt wild animals. Ooh. Woo! What on earth? Got it. Somehow. You managed to knock a few wild birds out of the air with a crude slingshot of your own crafting. Yay, food. Let's use some food. And then give Velas just a little bit of life.
For what? What is it you sustain with your own self? Feed your companions.
Bounty hunters.
You please, yet you may find the blood of others more efficient.
Your desperate trek away from the terrors of the goblin fighting pits is interrupted when your path leads you to an armed band concealed in the forest. You watch from your hidden vantage point as the group confronts a wandering peasant. They let the man pass after carefully inspecting his face and his meager possessions. They're here for us, Velas mutters intently. Word of our escape has preceded us. An offer of coin no doubt spurred many into action. We could go the long way around to approach them from the north instead. Velas suggests. It would take several hours, but it could give us the opportunity to take them by surprise. My kind are most effective at surprise attacks. So, is it preferable to ambush them? Like, will he somehow get more sustenance from them that way, as opposed to if I just take them head on? Can't remember, that's alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and ambush them. At least we got healed by the food. A few of the bandits huddle around a small campfire while others wait in the darkness watching the trail. This job's a fool's errand, one of the sentries says. I don't trust those little freaks to pay us, even if we do catch them. It's easy money if we can find them, the other responds. Relax. We'll be out of these woods before winter sets in. Oh no. Good. Yes, he gained 30 life by just slaughtering the thieves. Alright, little nightmare, let's take on the Empire. Lord Velas, a nightmare from the fables. When activated, Velas performs a series of powerful strikes against multiple targets. Oh, that sounds very nice.
Well then, challenge accepted.
Ooh, nice. Look at that. Ouch. Ouch, God. I was so good at this combat right up until I beat the game. Oh, there we go. He's feeding on him. You get him, Lord Velas. So, he's kind of awesome. Very much a damage dealer. So he gains 10 life per knockdown enemy. MC2M says, yep, Vela's specialty is to replace your finisher. That's great. Quickly, mortal. Do not delay us further by pawing over the meager possessions of dead underlings. Their blood runs cold, and they're of no further use.
A creator of kings in a
the Kingmaker
has left them behind.
Deal 15% bonus damage against enemies with defense. I mean, I'll take it. And we may actually want to switch to a less effective weapon, right? So that we don't kill enemies as quickly and we have a greater chance of knocking them down for Velas. You find a folded parchment on one of the fallen. It provides a written description of you and your companion, and a bounty offered for your return to the pit. Passage of time.
Press on if you will.
No, I want to see what this other one is.
His appetites lest he forget himself.
The Inn by the Sea. Perfect. Good old Raider dust-up. Ooh, I like that. The Kingmaker. Imbued with the soul of a rebel, this shield is happiest when fighting for the oppressed. Come on, one of you go down to your knees. Oh, really? Nobody? We really want that, arcane strike, or whatever it's called. And we don't get it, but we do get life received from consuming food is increased by 50. That's perfect. We actually want this, yes.
Earth magic. Literally.
Real quick, anything we can buy? Oh no, because we're with Lord Velas, we don't have any traders around. Alrighty.
Make your choices carefully. Hunger can be a terrible mistress.
The moon stands high in the night sky as you make your way through the pass. Time moves ever on, do not disappoint me. Ooh. The stranger stops abruptly and stands tall. Prepare yourself, servant. My kin lie ahead.
Brother against brother.
Ah, the shadow.
Against ally.
You and your companion are surrounded by a group of cloaked shadow beasts. Lord Velas, they bow. We've been sent to return you to the Goblin pits. Your companion growls. I may no longer be the master of House Lashar, but you will step aside. Perrin has deceived us all. Members of House Lashar exchange looks, amusement and concern. Velas' talons elongate. So be it. I think heavy weapons have a slightly higher chance, or maybe to knock people down. So until we get a specialty weapon specifically for that purpose, we'll just stick with our mace. And we get to see what the regular Shadow troops look like. Adorable. MC2M says mace have a higher chance of knockdown. Appears so. Shadow Disciple. Few humans have seen a shadow beast and lived to tell the tale. Disciples can induce blood madness, allowing them to cause high damage. Attack them to interrupt their incantation. So just like the big one we took down earlier.
None will stand in my way.
Probably best to stun him first. Oh! Lord! Blood madness is no joke. Ouch. Ain't nobody feeling like a knockdown? Alright. Let's hope we run into the Empire and the Corrupted a fair few times, eh? Veles contemplates the ash drifting through the cool night air. The fallen members of his house, slain by his own hand. It appears my brother's lies run deep. I must reach my uncle soon. So, we've got to enter the Shadow Realm.
Lost each time you step out of our world and into the shadows.
And we'll go here.
It is a wonder that a creature of such pride deigns to serve you.
Let's go fish. I'll take it.
Let's see what you do with that, given your position.
Time to enter the Shadow Realm. Or no time stops when we're in the Shadow Realm. My bad. What we got? Just the forest again. Time to forage. I guess we'll hunt again. Ooh, no. This is gonna be a hard challenge, I have a feeling. A very hard challenge. Dark alleys. Weave of the Protector. We will go towards the suspiciously unguarded equipment for now.
You will die amongst the shadows.
Alright. Now, when I didn't need to, I could knock enemies down all the time. Now that it's a necessity, I can't get it to trigger once. And I'm taking hits like you wouldn't believe. Very good. Let's see if we can get anything here. Yes, we can. Map reveal, that's pretty good on this particular encounter. Ooh, Gambling Hansel and the Street Fighter, we want those. We want both of those. Through the Shadow Realm.
As the shadows fade, watch closely. You are being followed.
I guess we'll go fight the bounty hunters first. Yes? No? Hold on. Real quick. I actually want to feed our buddy. Go on. And once more. I can take it. Alright, the Street Fighter. We will fight the Empire.
Your artifact is empty now and will be of little use to you here.
He deals quite a bit of damage in a short span of time, so we should be good here.
A good choice.
There we go. Again, not a single knockdown. Wow. That is terrible luck. We should get plenty of loot from this, though. Good. Decent. Really good. Shadow Realm. And there we go. Time to fight some more bounty hunters.
Why give your own blood when the blood of others is so abundant?
Let's ambush him to give him a little bit more juice. Three. Oh, damn it. Probably not going to get the gold token on this one. You just have to give him so much life. OMC2M brings up a good point. We do still have Death's Garden, so... And Forgotten Dreams, I believe. So even with me playing like trash in combat, we should be able to get enough health to just food spam him to satiation. And... Okay, this can't just be me. It seems like some kind of variable in the combat has been changed. God almighty. Making knockdowns much harder to get. Probably for the specific reason of keeping, like, heavy weapon builds from just cheesing the entire chapter. Because I'm used to, with the Spike Mace, on average, getting 1 or 2 knockdowns per chapter. MC2M says, yeah, that seems to be the case. Good, so it's not just me. Well, that life they gave me is going straight in the demon bank. Heading off to the deep water now. Oh, good. Very good. He'll be able to eat a terror at any rate. Oh, shadows don't consume the blood of the corrupted. Of course they don't. Well, I guess that makes sense since the corrupted typically don't count as living for most other requirements, but come on, man. So I'm learning that this entire challenge is basically opt-in strength. MC2M says Velas is a picky eater. Yes, he is. Okay, more equipment. Good. We'll take this. Good. Very good. Excellent. Fallen treasure. The assassin's blades. Sure. Yeah, we're going to equip that. We're going to equip that right now.
You have done well.
Good bounty hunters. Imperial bounty hunters. Yeah, we'll wait and ambush them then. There we go. So he eats a phalanx. Oh, there's a plus variation for this challenge. Oh no. Oh no, do you have to give him like 1,000 life? Alright, you horrible monster, get ready to eat. What? Did he not eat them? Yo, soup's on. Come on, there you go. So he has to take them down himself, yeah. Still, that got him a little bit more life. $10 life and more gold. Let's go ahead and first off give him some life. Yeah, he was too far away to do it. He was distracted with the other musketeers. And once again, we can go get Gambling Hansel,
once more at risk.
defend him, and hopefully feed the beast just a little bit more.
Used to you here.
Hopefully we'll get something like the Gambler's Jewel.
This will only end well.
Whew. Good, gave him a little bit more life. We're a little over halfway there. Search Hansel, find the Imperial armor. Not now. I'll say that, well. Yeah, actually, yeah, we want this. Additional max life, well, not right now, but it also improves our luck with chance cards, which seem to be the primary form of gambit here. Oh, I know I can swap at any time. I was just thinking, what do I want for now? We're gonna have to get captured by the Goblins, I fear. Oh no. No, they moved on ahead of us. Excellent. At this point, I'm going to cook a fair amount. And give him a bit more life. Should we go for those two cards that are... yeah, Death's Garden might be here. We have to go back for him. Shadow Realm, here we go. The Warring Kingdoms. While browsing the market of a small town, you're interrupted by the arrival of a company of mounted soldiers led by a handsome man crowned with rubies, the Red King. "We bring warning of a terrible army headed this way," he shouts. "The vile Blue Kingdom, known perpetrators of barbaric acts to man and child, are invading your lands." MC Tomb says, "Great one, Red Kingdom." Okay. It already looks like it's going to be great based on the illustration. A gasp goes up from the small crowd of townsfolk. "Take hope," the strange king continues, "for we of the noble Red Kingdom will not let you perish. We seek able-bodied warriors to join our cause and stand against the Blue Peril." He is interrupted by the sudden arrival of a second band of mounted soldiers, dressed in blue at the opposite end of the market. This group is led by a thin, severe-looking woman, the Blue Queen. "Stand down, foolish old man," the Queen cries. "You shall not claim this fine village or any other while we draw breath." She addresses the peasants. "The Red Kingdom is as infamous for its ruthless tactics as it is for their insane customs. Join our crusade to end the Red Menace once and for all." The Red King, face screwed up with fury, grabs a tart from a shocked bystander and flings it at the Blue Queen. It splats a few strides short, and she makes a jeering noise. The townsfolk stand quietly looking from one band of armed soldiers to the other. We'll ask why they're at war. The Red King shouts fiercely, "Everyone knows that the depraved citizens of the Blue Kingdom eat baked pastry with their breakfast." A cry of disgust erupts from the band of red soldiers. The blue soldiers stir angrily, and their queen spurs her horse into a trot. As everyone raised in a civilized society does. It is only the depraved subjects of the Red Kingdom who eat baked pastry with their supper. Even these simple farmers wouldn't stoop so low. Great. So, Red Kingdom it is. "Welcome to the most noble Red Kingdom. I shall now complete the initiation ritual." The Red King shoots a smug look over to his rival, who rolls her eyes. Yeah, that's what we want. A warning, warrior, the Blue Queen declares. By allying yourself with the repugnant Red Kingdom, you have made an enemy of the Blue Kingdom, and your people, and all people of pure heart across the land. MC2M says both of them give you blessings. Oh, I see. But the Blue Kingdom blessing is meh. Does it have to do with fame, I'm guessing? Taking your lead, the people of the village turn to the Red Kingdom as they begin to hand out small red cakes. The Blue Queen hisses and leads her soldiers out of the small village, presumably onto the small fishing town you passed earlier that day. We're gonna see what this last card is. Feast of Callus 2. The celebrations in honor of Callus continue when you return to Witchburn. As you enjoy a lavish feast, the servants bring out a ceremonial cake. The Lord announces, oh no, MC2M says, nah, it's just the first enemy to damage you in each combat causes 30% less damage for the duration of that combat. Yeah, that's not fantastic.
I'm
oh
not
no.
A vain man. You must appreciate that this game, has been my focus for more years
Oops,
than I
didn't get it, but we did get a ton of food, which is more
have
important for now.
Pride regarding its twists and turns.
Oh, somebody's about to be dragged off for ritual sacrifice, apparently. Well, we'll defend him. Good, good. Please attack us. Please attack us. I have some genuine aristocracy I would like you to meet.
The blood is everyone tastes.
Ouch. Oh, it killed him, damn. Well, he got 20 more life out of that. That's pretty good. Not only did that ragdoll flip out, but his bandoliers did as well. Wow. With the king of the feast passed out from the excitement, you're forced to carry them away from the rage of Witchburn. He revives after you've carried him a fair distance from the town. In gratitude for saving his life, he blesses you. Very good. Very, very good.
Once more into the shadows.
Back to the Shadow Realm.
As the shadows fade, watch closely. You are being followed.
Alright, let's make camp for a minute. Cook food. Lots of food. We're going to give a bit more to our buddy.
The blood moon draws close, but yet your companion...
The waxing moon, we're nearly there. The waxing moon lights the way as you continue through the pass. I still hunger, mortal. Do not forget our wager. The blood moon will soon be upon us. I dislike being disappointed. MC2M says he's a vampire, but already a friend. Yeah, he is. He's okay as, like, interdimensional horrors go. We are going to go with the food card, thank you. The shadow beast's eyes snap to the trees ahead. And here they are again.
The night darkens, and many stand yet in your path.
Same thing. Same exact thing. Only this time, they're being accompanied by a ton of Imperials. We should be able to get him a little bit of food here. The Shadow Beasts are kind of difficult to deal with once they enrage, but other than that, I think we're alright.
The moment draws near.
Oh, there we go. Oh, and I take it he won't feed on others of his own kind either? Oh. I had... What on earth? Did that guy hit me after I stunned him?
Appreciated.
Oh, Lord. Oh, he will feed on chat. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, God. That was probably my worst combat performance in the entire playthrough so far, but damn, they're tough. Wow, that was shameful, really. Oh, I know I need to dodge the blood madness. The problem is I can't see them trigger it half the time. There we go. More bounty hunters. Alright, what do we have? Good, he got rid of the knight. Oh, they also make noise as they're triggering the madness, like goblins do with their drinking. Alright, I'll try to keep an ear out for that. The other issue I'm having is just like we haven't had enough opportunities to actually fight these guys for me to learn them the way I have the other factions. And of course I have to use twin daggers, my least favorite type of weapon, to consistently get knockdowns. Velas, you wanna take care of that? There you go. Oh, really? Really now? Damn it.
Dutiful.
Alright, right over here. Come on. Come on. This way. Thank you. Feeding a vampire pet is a tough job, says MC2M. Oh, tell me about it. This is... Dealing with him is probably the most challenging part of this entire challenge. Oh, it's the blue soldiers. Aha! A coin slave in the service of the vile Red Kingdom, one of the soldiers remarks. I'll never know how one could debase themselves so far as to work for that petty tyrant. Let's show this murderous cur what we do with red filth.
It's empty now and will be of little use to you here.
Just a captain. Alright. I take it we get Velas platinum variant as soon as we totally sate his appetite. Yeah, that's a pretty good special move. Maybe second only to Ariadne's in terms of effectiveness so far. I like him quite a lot. Alright, what do we have? Gold. That's not food. We'll cook some food, though. And we'll give him another 25. Almost there. Let's sneak around and head over here. And we have... There we go. Death's Garden. What do we got? 5, 7, 10. Good. Very good. So 22 total. Well, we can sate Velis ourselves right here and now then. Let's do it. This is such a cheesy strategy, but it's effective. Go on ahead. Go on. Go on. I like to imagine we're just endlessly stuffing our face with one hand while he's drawing blood out of the other. This just goes on for hours. Eating this much food would not be good for your life, I can promise you that. Settle our debt. Oh wait, no, last chance to heal before the finale. Not yet then. Thank you. Go ahead and take that. And take that. And we're gonna cook a bunch of food. I have a feeling we've already fought the boss before as part of that special event, but yeah, we'll settle our debt.
Now the beast is truly unleashed.
Oh, he doesn't have a platinum variant.
Use him.
He has a brimstone variant. That is both thematically appropriate and cool as all hell. The beast's pupils contract and then brighten to searing red. His yellowed fangs grow as his horns curl. Once again, you feel the strange rush of darkness.
And so things
Shadows end.
uneasy and ever poised on the edge of conflict, like the Empire itself.
As your vision returns, you find yourself standing on the perimeter of a peculiar circular room, bathed in the light of the crimson moon.
Now we truly see the consequences of your...
Hold on real quick. Shadow beasts fill the far end of the chamber, hoods pulled low over their faces. Your companion frowns as they part to make way for a great beast draped in an elaborate shimmering robe. Yeah, it's just another one of those things. The really adorable-looking little vampire beast in a powdered wig. The figure bows deeply, then raises his head with a sly grin. Velis, what brings you here? Are you not supposed to be rotting in the goblin pits for another lifetime? And on the blood moon. You always were one for theatrics. Velis remains silent, his gaze shifting carefully from his uncle to the rows of shadow beasts waiting in the wings. His uncle approaches, eyes like embers, growing in size in preparation for conflict. Come now, you must understand I sent the house after you because I've been tasked with keeping you in the pits. Velis interjects. Perrin has broken his oath. Rusalka is dead. Don't be foolish now, the old beast shouts, his voice ringing clear for the rest of the congregation. What proof have you that your love is dead? I saw her but 3 days ago. Grobbin has been to her shrine. He has seen her skull drenched in her blood. Grobbin, you were so quick to trust these goblin creatures, and you took this human through the lease? Velis, the pits have truly sent you mad. You watch transfixed as your companion's body stretches and elongates, muscles bulging, the power of your blood burning through his veins. Do not speak of Grobbin and this thin Grobbin in such a way, Velis growls. Perrin has poisoned your mind. His uncle grins as they leap upon each other. Okay. I take it there's more of a storyline, like through side quests we unlock after this, because I'm seeing a lot of questions. Oh, ain't he fancy. Baron Kresnik, one of the last remaining family members of House Lasher. MC Toom says, yep, there's a lot to see through the companion adventure. I'd imagine so. I really like this arena, though. Yeah, I dig this.
The only fair plan is death.
Whoa! Yeah, so they just make a beeline straight for you once they lose it. They're pretty tanky little guys, aren't they? Much tougher than you'd expect creatures from a society based entirely around clandestine operation and stealth to be. And the Baron has done absolutely nothing so far. If he's anything like the Elder I remember fighting earlier in the game, he should be probably the least dangerous person here. Yep. Whew. So I don't know if we're killing these guys or just banishing them, but we're thinning them out at any rate. Oh, it claimed one of those, or registered that one of those claw strikes hit me. That's a shame. Oh god, he's got little specters he can summon, that's right. Oh, that's Kresnik. Okay. Okay. These guys take a ton of damage when they're stunned, though. I think there may be a bigger disparity for them than any other enemy faction. This is easy. Alright, Baron Kresnik down. MC2M says we are killing them. They're creatures literally made of shadows. Alright, well then I think we just wiped out their entire community in this area. It is no longer safe here, your companion mutters, his tattered rags drenched in the blood of his house. He grips your shoulder and you slip back through the darkness. You return to the glow of a campfire. Velas waits, glaring into the flame. Perrin will pay for this. So few of us remain, and still he would poison the house against me.
Strange company at the best of times. Yet, will they accept this one? One so strange, so bloodthirsty.
Stay here, servant. I will return for you in 3 or 7 days. He stands confidently and melts into the gloom of night. You've befriended Velas the Shadow. You take a seat by the fire, weary from your ordeals. As you prod investigatively at the coals, conflicting thoughts of your bloodthirsty new ally keep you from truly enjoying your reclaimed freedom. Alright, we've unlocked the Uneasy Alliance trophy. For befriending the Stranger, the Shadow Beast's Grave quest, and the Stranger. For escaping your captors, the Witching Blades and the Shrapnel Bomb, the Pit, and the Courier, all with red tokens and shards, and for aligning with those in Shadow, the Stranger in the Shadows returns, and we get the Healing Waters encounter. Well, excellent. That concludes the second DLC chapter, but not, as we've seen, the full story available to us at this point. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're going to have to cut the stream here, but if you've enjoyed our Hand of Fate content up to this point, feel free to drop by our live streams this coming Saturday, as we're going to attempt to dive back in and complete the other 3 companion quest lines for, Hubie, Katura, and then finally Lord Velis, which will bring us to a point where we've seen a whole lot of the game's offerings, though I may do an additional stream probably on Sunday to explore the Brimstone cards and things like that. Now, join me tomorrow at 6 p.m. for something a little different. I've changed up my schedule, and I want to try playing a game I had experience with that I remember being very mediocre. I only played about 20% of, and I want to explore the whole thing with you. The whole damn, occasionally incredibly frustrating thing. And that is the, I think it's Team 17 platformer Yooka-Laylee. Crowdfunded, released independently. Has a lot of the charm of, like, classic mascot platformers and collectathons, made by a lot of the same folks that worked on the Banjo-Kazooie series over at Rareware. But it's just a little rough around the edges. Now, as I said, aside from, like, boss fight compilations, because I have this weird thing where I'm just obsessed with boss design in games, I've not seen hardly any of the game beyond the first world and maybe the first half of the second. And, oh, MC2M says another fun one. I 100%ed that one too. Okay, then you are a much braver individual than I am. I think I hit the second encounter with Kardos, God of Ore. Ha, pun. And decided, you know what, this isn't gonna be a good time. But tomorrow I'm going to start streaming that during the week and cycling out some additional games over the weekend. So we're going to be cleaning up Hand of Fate 2 this weekend and probably switching on a couple smaller, maybe indie titles to like weekend slots as we move forward. But for now, yeah, Yooka-Laylee. I'm going to sit down with you guys and attempt to collect and complete all that I can. It might not be a 100% run, but we're going to try to make it damn close. It might be fun. It'll certainly be fun for the viewers. It might be fun for me. I'm real excited to dive back into that and see how it feels, what it feels like. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for dropping by, if you've been here in chat, or if you've just been present in the Twitch audience. We've seen some people come in and out throughout the night. Or if you're watching this VOD after the fact on YouTube, I appreciate that as well. I appreciate all of you guys. It's a pretty rough climate out there right now, so everybody just take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6. Bye-bye.